Hello YouTube. As you can see, I have moved locations. I'm back in university. And in the time that I've been gone, it appears that Gamergate, or Quingate, or the Zoe Quinn debacle, whatever you want to call it, has escalated quite a large amount since I left. But I'm not going to talk about the negatives here, because I think I need to give my audience and people looking at this situation from an objective view a little bit of hope. And that hope comes in the form of the hashtag #NotYourShield. And usually I don't support hashtags. I think they're dumb. I don't personally use hashtags in any of my things, but honestly, this is one of the biggest things that I think women in gaming could do to stand up to gaming corruption, like that scene with Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian. The Not Your Shield hashtag is pretty much women in IT, in gaming, and even just average everyday women who play games, standing up to these social justice bigots and saying that they don't speak on behalf of all women, or even all women in gaming. And to be honest, I'm surprised this hasn't been done sooner. I'm surprised that it took the Zoe Quinn incident to really spark this and get this going. But I'm happy it happened, and I hope it's here to stay. I hope that with every incident of gaming corruption, with every incident of these frauds crying misogyny and declaring the gaming world as sexist and misogynistic and bigots, with every single incident like this, I hope this hashtag gets put front and center. That these women have the chance to get their voices heard over the loud and obnoxious voices of social justice warriors. Now, without doubt, there have been loads of unjustified criticism towards individuals like Anita Sarkeesian and Zoe Quinn. There have been individuals on the internet that attack them for their gender, that attack them because they're women, and maybe just because they don't like them. And of course, we're always going to call them out on it. We being the rest of the civilized people here on the internet. But here's the thing. Those people, that very small, very vocal minority, does not represent my views, and it does not represent the views of a lot of people I know who have taken a far more rational stance on Zoe Quinn and Anita Sarkeesian. I am not harassing them. My intention is not to push them out of the public sphere. Actually, it's quite the opposite. I want their voices heard. I want people to look at them and to judge them and to criticize them. And I want them to realize how full of shit we think they are. And the more women like Quinn and Sarkeesian cry victim, the more social justice warriors and white knights come to their aid, claiming that the entire gaming culture is misogynistic, the more I will speak out against them. And of course, I will do so without trying to harm them, without dock dropping them, without pure ad hominems, but at the same time, I am not going to pull my punches. I'm not going to silence my voice of dissent just because it might hurt their feelings, or just because some trolls might be trolling Anita Sarkeesian or Zoe Quinn. It does not mean that my voice carries less credibility. And of course, Kotaku and Rock Paper Shotgun and all these other sites that have commented on the Zoe Quinn conspiracy have yet to really acknowledge the opposing views of people like me and people who started the Not Your Shield hashtag. They refuse to do so because it would not be favorable for their story of, oh, gamers are misogynistic people, and poor Zoe Quinn and poor Anita Sarkeesian are being attacked by those evil, vicious gamers that just want to hate and oppress women. And they want to stick to that story because that's what earns them money. That's what earns them support from people like Sarkeesian and Quinn. And the more we call them out on that bullshit, the more we say that we are not going to stand for this shit anymore, I think the less relevance these people will have. May the truth always be heard. Peace.